Again, here with a new video. And as you know, it is one more day out here on the grind for in the work. And as you know, today is day 371 days since I've been running and working out. And hopefully that can benefit you in some way, shape, or form. Right? So, as you know, we are in a time here where people are looking to make changes in their life and they really do not know what to do or where to start or how to even make changes. Uh, Understand that there is no magic button. There's none. I know that's kind of the idea that they told us that there is some magic button you can push and then your life change overnight. Maybe unfortunately or fortunately, that is just not how it goes. That's not how it goes. Okay, you're gonna have to put in the work. So don't be fooled and listen to a whole bunch of gurus who tell you that you can make these changes you know, by the drop of a hat, or you can just snap your fingers and you make changes. Change actually takes time, and it takes discipline, it takes commitment, dedication, and you know, you need to be consistent when you are talking about change. All right. So, um, no, hey, Christy, right. So, change is not easy, and I see so many people get on the journey to change, and they just eventually fell off um, because they are not disciplined. And if you wanted to stay on the journey, stay consistent, you're gonna have to be disciplined because you are trying to accomplish whatever goal you set out to accomplish. I'm not sure what I can't read your language. What language is that? Hmm. Yeah. Hi. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I can't read your language. So we're gonna have to make the change, folks, in our lives, and we're gonna have to start doing things that will push us further towards change to get out of where we are. We need to be somewhere else. Where we are right now, we don't like being there, and it is causing us a lot of problems and headaches, and we just want to be better than how we are right now. Okay, so change. Um, there are certain things that you can do in order to make the change. One of the first thing I recommend, you need to get into the gym, get in shape. That's one of the first thing I recommend. I know you are looking for some magic pill, a magic button to push, and then you make the change. That's not how it actually goes. One of the first thing I recommend, get into the gym, right? So, and get into the gym, start working out, and also running. I highly recommend running. Why? Well, running, when you run, you release something called, endorphins, and that will help you to reduce the stress, and it will make you a little bit more happier than how you are right now. So start feeling better about yourself, start release endorphins, start reducing the stress, become a little bit more happier. This is something that you can do. You don't need any uh, um, guru to tell you what to do or how to do um, how to become a bit more happier than who you are right now. You really don't need a guru for that. All you need is just dedication. You need commitment. You need to be committed to the journey, committed to the change. You're gonna have to do that, right? And also, you need to rediscover your purpose. We have it good enough. There are when you were younger, there were some things that we wanted to do, but over a period of time, we actually changed. Um, you know, and so we lost our way. We lost our way, and we are no longer. Um, all right, guys, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Am I muffling or is the sound good? Give me a one in the chat if the sound is good. Yeah. Okay. Because I heard that there was a muffling going on here. So, all right, folks. So we're talking about change here and how to change your life. And I would say rediscover your purpose. And at one point you have some things that you wanted to do, and you just probably get beat up by life, and you lost that drive to solve a problem because you see things that out there that are wrong in the world, and you wanted to solve those. You wanted to you wanted to change the situation because that's what we're here for. We're really here to solve problems. What's going on, children for the prophetic? What do you mean by what's wrong here? What do you see wrong here? Things look right here to me. Hi, Lamoni and Richard. What's going on? How's everything? Hey, hi, hey, Odysseus. What's going on? Good to see ya. Long time don't see. Hope all is well with you. I was wondering where you at. I haven't seen you show up in a minute. Good to see you back. Thanks for stopping by. uh, yes, that's for sure. Yeah. So don't forget, folks, you are in here, like and subscribe because I am taking care of my. Oh, nice. That's good to hear. Uh, oh no, sorry to hear that. Well, speedy recovery. I hope that kids feel better pretty soon. It's never fun. It's never fun when the kids are sick. So kids, lot of concern. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, good to see you guys back. I'm seeing some familiar faces. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. Uh, yeah. So read this. And I came up with some, um, y- you know, with a system, which I believe it's not going to get you wealthy, but it will help you to change. And because that's what you really want. You want to make a change so that way you can start feeling a lot more, feel more better about yourself. You want when you go out here into the world, you are smiling, and people can radiate, when you radiate that happiness, people can see that, and then they can actually, yeah, they will be drawn to you, more, right? So I came up with a system, and I think it can work for you. It worked for me, and this this would be really good for you little guy out there who are getting yourself into a whole bunch of problems. Because I see you guys out there all the time, you know, getting locked up, going to jail. I mean, going to prison, in and out of jail. I'm watching you guys. I'm seeing. All right, what do we do here? So I came up with a system which I think can keep you out of, keeping you, preventing you from getting into trouble with the law. You don't want to just go to jail because you are a tough guy. I mean, maybe so, but I don't think so. I don't think most people want to go to jail. not know how to not get in trouble with the law because you're programming, you have been programmed wrongly or badly. You have a terrible program that you are on, and you need to change that program so that way you can start live in peace and harmony with yourself and the people around you. Okay, so here's what we do now. One of the things I noticed, and I'm gonna say this, and some people you can get upset at me if you want to or not. Understand something here. We have low IQ. We are low intelligence, low IQ. A lot of us are. Okay, and we keep on getting in trouble, in and out of trouble with, with other people, and we put ourselves in situations here. We know damn well that it's not a good situation to be in. Okay, so here is what we do now. Moving forward, you are going to increase your intelligence. You're gonna have to do that. This must be done. Increase your intelligence. But like I said, the first thing I would recommend, you need to go into the gym. Get into, you know, work on your health and fitness. You need to run so you can release the endorphins so that way you can reduce the stress and become a much more happier person. But you need to increase your intelligence. You have a low vocabulary, you have a low IQ. When you are talking, people having a hard time understanding you, and you also having a hard time making yourself clear, demonstrating what you want to say. You see this all the time. And I notice this is prevalent among people who are criminals and who get themselves into all types of problems with the law. All right? So, get into the gym, raise intelligence. I mean, increase your intelligence. Also, you need, number three, you need to rediscover your purpose. That needs to happen. And also, I would suggest that you develop a social media presence. You're going to do this because I think this is where it is now. We like to feel important as human beings. We just do. We can't help it. We like to be recognized. We want to be seen. Okay? Is there everybody are going to see you? No. But let's say 10, 20, 30 people sees you, recognize you, and are rooting for you, want you to become better than who you are right now. What would that do for your life? Okay? So I would suggest develop a social media presence. Not don't use it to be stupid. Don't use social media to be stupid, right? To cause problems for other people, trolling, creating, havoc in other people's lives. But you are going to develop a social media presence because your goal, supposed to be, I hope it is to help other people, right? To get out of where they are to where they need to go. So once you change, you're gonna have to turn around and start to help others as well. You know what I mean? So those are the three things that I recommend to get started on the journey. Like I said, I do not have a method for you to earn millions of dollars because this is what I hear all the time. These tactics and tricks and uh, um, these cryptos and stocks and so forth. I don't. It's like, are these things um, can work for you? Yes. I don't understand them, and I would never indulge in them. I don't want to be a part of them. I don't care what they're gonna tell me. I am fine. I will figure out how to exchange a product, service, or some form of goods or entertainment, and then that way I will earn money that way. And so to me, that sounds more like up my alley. It sounds more legit. It sounds more genuine to me. I don't know about the stocks and the cryptos yet, but I don't trust them. I just don't. And I might, suffer because of that in the long run, but that's fine. I am okay to live with that. Okay. So now, um, I understand that a lot of us don't like to read. I get it. Well, maybe you're gonna have to do a lot of audiobooks and podcasts. Maybe you're gonna have to do that. But I highly recommend reading. And reading has helped me a lot. And it makes you a better conversationalist. People want to be around you. And, when you become a bit more intelligent, I'm not saying you are dumb, that's not what I'm saying. But when you become a bit more intelligent, you are going to see how people are drawn to you, gravitate to you, want to have discussion with you, want to hang out with you, because you might have know a few things that they don't know, and they would like you to share that information with them. It doesn't have to be anything big, but when you start having these conversations and start talking to these people, you are going to see how um, you know how much more they would want to be around you, opposed to when you were a low IQ, low intelligence, um, you know, person who keeps on getting themselves into problems, committing petty crimes, doing stupid things that you know deep down inside of you that it is just not the right way how to live. You understood that, but you go out and you make the mistake anyway. Hey Joshua, how's it going? So we're going to um, we're going to change that. And I wanted me, for me personally, I'm looking at these low income neighborhoods, and I wanted to do something for those people. So I'm looking at them, and I know we can make a dent in there. Okay. Uh, yes, good man, good to hear. I am doing well myself. Awesome. Yeah. So we are going to make that change, and we can, because when you look at the low income neighborhood, I don't care what race you are, going to a low income neighborhood and you're gonna see what happens. Typically, it's the mindset of the people are just around the same. Okay, they keep on going in and out of jail, and it makes you wonder why are you doing that? Okay, they do not understand programming, especially in the so-called black community, which we are getting um, beaten right now, really, really bad, because most of us we are raised by a single mom. And when you look at these single moms sometimes, it is a shame. She is fat, she is out of shape, she is low IQ, low intelligence, raising a young man, and you expect to get good results. That's fascinating to me. The result is not going to be good, and for you women who think that, you believe that you can actually bring out, push out a good product into the world. This would be a human being, a male, specifically a black male, because I'm talking for black people because I don't want to talk about anybody else, and to avoid calling me any type of, derogatory names or whatever. I can deal with, black people pushing back at me. I can deal with that. That's easy for me to deal with. But I don't want to talk crap about anybody else, any other, group or any other nationality. I just don't. Okay, so there we go. Single mother, unhealthy, single mother, um, expect to bring out, to push out a decent human being into the world. Most of the crimes that have been committed, it has been committed by a black man who was raised by his single mother. We can deny these things all we want. These are things that we have to start talking about, as painful as they are, to sit down and discuss. I know it's hard to hear. Some people don't want to hear it. You want to go blame other people. It is not us. It's because of slavery. It's because of Jim Crow. It's because of, the government. It's because of the system. And true, the system is just a fraud. It's a fake system. Or it is a system that has been I really do hold the system accountable for that. But how are we going to defeat the system? We have to defeat the system. We have to set up ourselves, or make ourselves a bit more, bulletproof, so that way we don't fall victim to the system here, because that's an animal, that's a whole animal. It's a lion, it's a wolf, it's a goddamn tiger, it's a bear, it's just a demon, and it will suck you in and chew you up and spit you out. You know, so we're gonna have to do something about that. We're gonna have to change, and so I came up, so to counter the system, we're gonna have to also counter our programming that was downloaded into us from age 1 to 7. And look where you grew up. Look who raised you up. Look at the people who raised you up. Okay, look at those people. How intelligent were they? Yeah, look at those people. How intelligent were they? So you are raised up by low IQ people, and you are wondering why us that people we have the lowest IQ. We are like way down here at the bottom. And I know this is a hard to talk about. We don't want to discuss it. But this is a program. It doesn't mean it is, hopeless and futile. It can be changed. But we're gonna have to change it ourselves. There's no there is no there's no savior. Nobody's coming to help you. You know, what I'm saying here can work for other people as well. It can work for the Latinos. It can work for the guy who is in the trailer park. Because to me personally, I'm from Jamaica, and they call us third world country people. What they are really saying is that's a nice way of saying that you are poor. It's a nice way of saying it. When I came here to America, I realized that they call the poor people here that live with, ghetto people. That's a nice way how to say you are poor. And then if you're white, they said you are a trailer trash white person. That's a nice way how to say you are poor. You see, it's the same. They might word it differently, depends on your, geographic location, or where you are, what country you are, so they might word things differently, but all they are really saying, but that's like a way how to demonize you as a poor person, a poor, a poor person, and you need to understand that the system is stacked against you. Typically, when I don't care what country you're going to, people tend to not like poor people at all. Okay, nobody gives a rat's ear about a person who is poor. They just don't. And we need to recognize and understand that. Nobody cares about you being a poor person. They really don't, you know. So no, we have to counter that system. We have to come up with our own system to counter that, criminal system here, because there are so many people out there who I know, if they have been given a chance, they would have been better people. These people haven't been given a chance at all. All right. So that's the reason why you see them ended up homeless, on drugs, in jail, or in another jail, in another prison. You see them that they can't even keep a job, they can't keep a roof over their head. Yes, are these people irresponsible? We can blame them to a degree, but we can't blame them for everything. And because they didn't, they weren't equipped to deal with the system here. It's like if you are, but me, I'm not a footballer. But if you throw me out there on the football field, what's gonna happen? It's a good chance I'm gonna get my ass kicked out there on the field because I do not know how to play football. So what happened here? They throw these people out there into the world, you know, to fight this system here. And they don't understand, these people don't understand that, it's so hard to deal with the system here that's present that, you know, um, in front of them. They do not know what to do. They don't know where to go. So after high school, never develop ourselves after high school. We pretty much just got sent into the 9 to 5 scam because that's what it is, and they sent us in there to just to go to 9 to 5, and it is a shame, right? Because we are getting our whoop for not understanding that not understanding how to defeat the system. It has been, it has been set up to defeat you. So now you're gonna have to learn how to play the game so that way you can at least step outside of the system and take a look at it and study it, analyze it, and learn how to defeat it. Because you are up against a system here, it's criminal. It's a rip-off. You are just a money machine. That's what you are. So the goal is to make money from you, day in, day out. You know, you have to pay for almost every single thing. Not saying anything is wrong with that, but when you are paying out a whole bunch of money and you do not have a whole bunch of money coming in back, what's gonna happen? You are going to be poor. That's what's gonna happen. So if money is going out and money is coming in, you are fine. But money is just going out and you have to wait 2 weeks before you get another paycheck. Money keep going out. So those 2 weeks that you didn't receive a paycheck, money is going out. Money, no money is coming in. That's a problem. So this is a system that they set up here for us. And we are here trying to defeat the system, to overcome it. And I said, you've got to work your ass off in order for you to stay above this system here. Okay? So make the change, implement those changes in your life. Where you are right now, that is not where you want to be, and that is not where you desire to be. That is not where you are destined to go. But you lost, the drive. You just don't have that drive anymore. And you can, especially when you hit like in your 30s, that's when you're really becoming realize what the hell is going on here. Why am I not better off than who I am right now? That's what's going on. The system has taken a hold of you and it is swallowing you. Only a matter of time before it finally swallows you, chew you up, probably spit you out, and then you woke up one day, you realize that, holy fuck, I am 65 years old, I do not have any retirement, I, barely can pay my rent, uh, you know, I still have to go to work, wake up early in the morning, go to work, to a job, which I hate, by the way, you know. So we have to start to pay attention. Retirement, let's start looking at retirement. It's like most of us don't have any retirement to get. So that means we're gonna have to work until the last day. That's what's gonna happen. But if we are going to work, let's start working. Let's start doing work that we like. Let's start doing jobs that we like, and that's what we're gonna have to do. Doing, yeah, we're gonna have to do jobs that we like. Okay, so we're gonna have to learn how to help somebody else because that is the goal. The goal is to help somebody else, and because this is how you earn money. By the way, I know it wasn't taught to us, but this is how you earn money. You earn money by helping somebody else. I wish they would have told me that long time ago because I would have been working on that morning and that night. So I wasn't taught how to bring out a product or a service out there into the world or some form of entertainment. You are a funny guy, you can make people laugh, like Chris Rock or someone like that. Or if you are a Steve Jobs type, where you make computers and so forth, and you bring those out into the world. And like a service guy, something kind of like a UPS, where you provide a service for somebody. They didn't told us that or a restaurant or something open a restaurant like that. So these are things that I wasn't told, right? So it was later on down the road I discovered discovered that that is what I should be working towards. I should be working towards helping somebody else. So that way they can exchange their money for my product, service, or some form of entertainment. I wish I would have known that long time ago. I would have been working towards it. Some of us, we do not know that we have great talent within us. We have something within us that we want to bring to the world, bring to the marketplace. And maybe for you, it's music, you can play music, guitar, piano, the drums, whatever it is. But you have something inside of you that you wanted to bring out here into the world. Maybe you wanted to, go save a certain species of bird, a certain species of plant, stuff like that. You will see it manifest for for people in many other ways. This one lady I watched on YouTube, and her job was to save some species of whale up there in the Arctic and or in the ocean out there. And then she spent her whole life, or the later part of her life, she spent it trying to save that species. Okay, so rediscover your purpose. That needs to happen. Rediscover it. Yeah. And so, um, because all these years that we're just going to work, we're just going to work and from work, going to a job, leaving a job. What you have to notice how happy you are when you get off of the damn job. You don't want to be there. You don't like working for people like that. You want to work for yourself. You want to do things that you like, things that you enjoy. And it's a sad way how to live. So so these are things that we can start, like I said, change. We're gonna have to start implementing change. And this is daily work, by the way. This is not just a once in a while thing. You can just um, do it when you want to, or do it when you feel like. On days when you don't feel like doing it, you're gonna have to do it anyway. You know. So let's make the change, folks. Um, um, for your fitness, which I highly recommend. I highly recommend you work on yourself, get in shape. I highly recommend that. I do not know how I can't tell you how important that is because you need to be in physically good shape. You need to be so that way you can you are more physically equipped to fight off the stress because the stress can beat you down and keep you right where you are. And we don't want to have to, um, you know, very deep under stress while we are trying to create success at the same time. It's just too difficult and it's just too hard. The less stress you have, it's easier for you to navigate through life. A little bit more happiness in your life will do. You understand that? So, um, get into the gym. Get your gym membership. Become, I'm not saying you should become a gym nut or a gym rat or a meathead or anything like that, but straighten up your body. Physically. Because you need to be physically fit. So work on that. Also, you can work on your spirituality. Spirituality for me, I don't really do that really done there, so that doesn't work for me at all. So spirituality for me is, am I more kind? Am I more loving? Am I more peaceful? You know, am I smiling more? And don't forget, get some rest. Lay down, take a nap. To hell with what these people are telling you. Don't sleep, work hard, grind through. Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna exclude that. But get some sleep, get some rest, uh, reduce the stress. And a nap will help you when you wake up, you're gonna feel how much better you feel. And because that, these folks want us to work 24/7, right around the clock. and do not rest at all. Actually, you could get work 3 jobs and 5 jobs and so on. It sounds good. It sounds good. Most of us don't want to do that. I would suggest work um, overtime at your one job. Use the couple of hours that you have to create some kind of side hustle from your purpose. Some things these are things that you like, things that you wanted to do. Um, you know, I would say look for a problem that you want to solve and solve that problem. It is not easy, but by attacking it day in, day out, you will be able to make that change. For me right now, I want to help young men, or I wanted to stop these young men from going to prison. Right? Right? Yeah, that's a good book. So I want to help, I want to keep these young men out of prison, out of jail, keep them, um, stop, prevent them from getting in trouble with the law because I see them all the time. They are going back and forth to jail. I don't think they understand what's really going on there. And I'm looking at it and I know if they are lacking purpose, that's a huge part of it. You wake up and you do not have this, like a massive problem in front of you that you wanted to tackle and solve, right? So we must do something about that. These young men, we can't just have them going in and out of jail like that. So we gotta do something about that. All right. Well, I think, um, yeah. So today is day 371 days since I've been running and working out, and also since I've been like intensely educating myself. I have learned so much over the past year. There are so many topics that I looked at that I did not know. There are some things that I didn't know, and now I just recently, discover new information, and it's just fascinating when you started to acquire new information, how much that can change your life, and you start feeling good about yourself again too, you know. And also, I feel a little bit more intelligent than how I was. I feel like my IQ is a little bit more higher than it was as well. So, I'm having better conversation with people. My conversational skills has been, increased. So, you can do this for yourself too. You could be sitting down here in front of the camera talking as well. I highly recommend that you develop a social media presence. Whatever you are going to want to talk about, but that needs to happen because we all like to feel important. We just do. We can't help it. That's why social media is a big deal. You feel so excited when somebody clicks on one of your posts and like them. It's just that we are as human beings. That's just how we are. We can escape that. We can avoid that. All right. So get out there, make the change in your life, little by little, bit by bit, piece by piece. This is not going to be easy, especially in the beginning when you are just starting out and you are going to want to quit a lot of the time. But you gotta understand that you have to hold the line, keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other. If you want to lose some weight, or let's say you wanted to grow a bigger chest and some six pack, and a six pack, grow some muscles, it's not going to be easy. It's not a cakewalk, but you can do it. All right. So you know, I know for sure you can do it, and I'm gonna leave it right here, folks. So don't forget to subscribe and like and share. And Ryan here with a new video, and I'm looking forward to see you soon. A brand new video. I'm looking forward to doing this